All right, guys, welcome to Bets and Breaks. It's Friday. We're not talking about the gym anymore, but we were talking about the gym and gym etiquette and having conversation before this, so there might be some inside jokes thrown around. We'll try to loop you guys in, but leave it in the comments if you guys like talking at the gym, if you like socializing at the gym.
Please weigh in.
We'll just put it in there. If anybody does put comments, if anybody watches this right now,
question.
if they do, they don't.
If you work out, are you the type of person that doesn't want to be spoken to, or do you socialize at the gym?
Let's go.
Let
Leave it
us
up to the
know.
market.
Question of the day.
Question of the day. Has nothing to do with bets or breaking, but that's what the rest of the show is for. So thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. Please subscribe if you like it. Share it with your friends. Leave some comments. Tell Abby that she's wrong. All that stuff.
Oh.
Just kidding. What kind of news we got?
Wrong.
Talk to us.
Not too much going on. I think the big headline this week was Aaron Rodgers out for the season, which really, really hurt me. I know it hurt Mikey. It hurt a lot of people.
Hurt people's wallets. Well, DraftKings was solid about it.
And we'll get into that. But, yeah, you could
the Jets
even
owner
see,
is probably hurting the worst, if I had to guess.
I mean, the buildup of Rodgers in New York. And, you could see the change in his, body language. And he was so excited to be there. And on the first freaking drive,
it's so crazy.
Just pops his Achilles.
So crazy.
And you can see it there's a video, slow-mo, which brings me to the question, why has the NFL not gotten rid of
turf?
Again,
I think it goes back.
Calling for it,
right.
If you care about us, get rid of it, and yet they still.
I think you would nerd out about this too, and I was thinking in my head when that discussion was happening, right? Clearly, the owners, when they decide and they're building a new stadium, right? Turf is the best economic choice, right? For whatever reason, I don't know the numbers and all that stuff, right? But I'd be interested to know what the risk reward is, right? The players say turf sucks, but we're going to do it anyway because it saves us X amount of money over X amount of years. Okay, we lost this many players to injury and we paid them this much. What's the cost balance, right? Because it's all a business. So that to me is the crazy part.
You're right, because that's probably, not speculating, but that is something that could happen behind closed doors, which blows my mind because if you have guys like Aaron Rodgers, who is a huge name, that's a household name, getting hurt on turf, and you're still.
But think about it from this perspective,
Derrick Henry has called for it. I mean,
Odell. I'm going to give you perspective, though, from an owner who is deciding about the field, right?
Right.
I love Aaron Rodgers, generational talent, but generational, right? Rodgers' career in New York is going to be way less than that turf is going to be there. So that's why I was like, how much money is he losing on Aaron Rodgers this year in 16, 17 game, whatever it is, right? That he was planning on marketing, all this stuff, right? There's ways to figure that out. How many jersey sales he's going to lose, all that stuff was going to be the kickback for having that type of player, right? But I want to know over the next 35, when was that stadium built? Recently, right? Last couple years? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it was recent, right? That stadium's going to be around for 40 to 50 years. How much money is he going to save over time, whatever it is, the cost-effective thing? And that's the perspective that the owners are like, yeah, it sucks. And in 1 year, we're going to lose a lot of money this year on Aaron Rodgers because of the turf.
2010.
Okay, 2010. So it's been around for 13, 14 years.
13.
It's going to be another, probably 20, 30 years before it's outdated.
On that same note, though.
I don't know. It's just my theory.
On that same note, though, there's different types of turf. You could use AstroTurf. You could use cork turf, which is a little safer on the ankles and knees and all that kind of stuff.
People still use AstroTurf?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty, wow.
That's crazy. The Superdome, the turf in the Superdome is horrible. It's the worst.
Yeah, that's pretty old, though, right? It's been there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Most turf now is, I think they've gotten away from AstroTurf. But still, the fact that you had, like you said, players are calling for it, it's interesting to see because I was thinking that day when that happened, I was like, yeah, he just lost a lot of money on Aaron Rodgers, and they're complaining that it's the turf's fault. But it's like, there's a reason he chose turf, or
That's
they
what I
chose
was going to
turf.
say. There's a reason they haven't changed. The only thing that I can think of is money.
Yeah, I don't know if it's climate stuff, right? All this stuff. I don't know. The upkeep on grass versus turf. I don't know. That's what I've always heard, and that's why people go to turf and organization, all that shit. So,
especially somewhere where it's cold like that, if you just have dead grass and you're essentially playing
all
on
the time,
dirt, you're
always resodding the maintenance crew, right? The amount of money per year, the expenses on that extrapolated over 25 years that the stadium's going to be there. That's what I'm so curious about business and numbers wise. That's a Darren Rovell thing, he probably is going to do some cool shit analyzing it, but I was thinking that would be fun and interesting to do. Yeah, but anyway,
sad regardless.
News. Yeah, sad news for Aaron Rodgers fans.
For me too, because that was my fantasy quarterback. Not only did my parlay get voided, but I lost QB1 in week 1.
Yeah, that's tough. Would the parlay have hit, you think? We still needed some yards, right? For Gerrit.
Wait. I want to get there. We're going to get there. Just let me. Eagles beat the Vikings last night. Woo! Go Jalen Hurts. And WNBA
Barely.
playoffs kicked off last night.
Yeah, I'm a DGen, and I took some action on it, too.
Did
the
you?
opening night. Yeah, and I got action again tonight. I'm fired up.
You are.
New York Liberty's playing tonight. I actually think they're going to win the championship. The Aces are like the big favorite. They won it last year. They're the big favorite, but I'm taking the New York Liberty to win the championship. That's my thing. Sabrina, baby. Let's go.
Not a bad reason.
And it's just really, I know women's basketball is a little different. Like usually the best is the best, and it's really hard to. But we saw that with South Carolina this year, right? Like, I mean, anything can happen, and so winning championships back to back is really hard. Like, just really hard. So I don't know. Just like that statistic alone, right there, is like I'm gonna throw a flyer on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we will keep y'all updated on the playoffs.
I like gambling, so.
We know.
Do you?
It's part of it.
Speaking of gambling, okay, now we can talk about our picks. So he mentioned my parlay. Would it have hit if Rodgers didn't get hurt? I believe so. Let me tell you why. I had the Jets money line. That hit. Gerrit Wilson scored a touchdown. That hit. I needed him to have over 60 yards. He didn't have over 60 yards. But if Rodgers played, I think he would have because that's his
Zach
guy.
Wilson trying to throw him.
Like he would have been hitting him,
He was
targeting
worried about
him.
the 40-year-old that he was meeting after the game.
Oh my gosh.
Amen, brother.
I'm just saying, right? Aaron
Anyway.
Rodgers was trying to win a championship.
Dude, Zach Wilson got blindsided, full on like yanked off the bench.
Dude, he was probably chilling, just
I
like,
know.
man, here we go. All right. Like, oh, shit.
Best gig in the world to,
So-
now I have to play.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. It's not the best anymore.
He got a win, so. But
Yeah, he
yes,
did, yeah.
parlay was voided
Yeah.
because of the Rodgers injury.
So you're still 3-4, up 3 units on the year so far, or since we've been doing this.
Yeah.
I went 1-1 in my Monday picks. So I am 12-13. I broke even, so I'm still up 1.25 units, which means we're still up 4.25 units.
Not bad.
If you're betting
Not
$100 a
bad.
pick as a unit, we'd be up $425. So that's fun.
I like it.
Yeah, and we're actually gonna start taking our bets. We're not gonna bet $100 as a unit, just so we know, but we are gonna have some fun with it as a bets and breaks group. And we were tossing around some ideas before we threw the cameras on of what we could be doing with the potential winnings that hopefully we win. If we lose, it could be a dark place. We're not having a cool party, but if we win, we might have a cool party or do something around the Super Bowl. That would be fun. So
Super Bowl party.
yeah, that'd be fun. All right, what do we got this week though?
Okay, so.
This weekend.
Wait. 10-second runoff. Where are you standing right now? How are you doing?
I didn't want to bring it up.
Now, here's the thing, right?
No. You know what? I am going to call him out because he called me out the last show.
Call me out. Go ahead.
There we go.
No, go ahead. Why don't
Let's
you
go.
explain what's happening with the 10-second runoff ladder,
I'd love to, Abby. So like you know, we're doing a ladder, okay? So we are rolling over all of our winnings. So yes, we're 1-2 in terms of our 3 parlays, which has us technically down $20. Now,
Technically.
we're also 7 for 9 on our individuals, which is, that's what we're taking here. We're taking alternate spreads. We're not betting on home runs or your fees or that kind of stuff. We're taking alternate spreads of games, and our picks are damn good. I'll go ahead and say that. But yes, if we're rolling them over and we don't get any credit for our wins until we lose, then yes, we're 1-2.
I wish y'all could see the attitude that Joe just gave me. Like you could hear it, but you didn't see it. Like, the finger pointing, like full on.
I'm here for it. Wait, he doesn't have.
I
We
love
need to
it.
get. We need to get a camera. We need.
I know.
Yeah,
We'll work.
he needs a camera.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so this week.
I like the 10-second runoff picks all the time. I take them. I throw money on them. That's the point of a parlay and why casinos are billion-dollar corporations, because all us losers think that we can just add up all these things and
Yeah.
make a winner. But that's the fun part and what makes gambling fun, right? But that's what I did last year. I mean, before you guys were even teasing games, right? I was taking the straight up picks, and I did really good all year last year. Like overall, you guys had a good record. I made money, and if you bet the same bet the whole time and you have a winning record, you're going to come out on top. So shout out 10-second round. They do good work.
They do good work. I just had to mess with Joe
I
because
know.
he got me last
Just
show.
got to give him some love. Throw some roses at him.
All right,
That's it.
this week.
What do we got?
Okay, do you want to go
You
first?
stole my Gerrit Cole strikeout.
I didn't
so
steal it.
You did,
You
but
don't
it's all
own
right.
that bet.
You're right. But where'd you get the idea from? And whose gold
Show
cards am I
them,
holding?
bro.
I'm holding the gold cards of Gerrit Cole because we were picking him.
We can both take it.
I know, I know, but you're gonna take credit
wait,
for
you're
the
gonna
win.
take it too. Stop.
Well, I added it into a parlay. I didn't
me
take it
too.
straight up.
That's
Oh,
a parlay.
yeah,
so I'm
it
doing
is
an
an MLB.
MLB parlay and an NFL parlay.
I love it. Look at you.
Okay.
You're always throwing
So-
astronomical odds out there. I love it.
It's fun until I lose. But, okay, so yes, I'm taking Gerrit Cole to have over 6.5 strikeouts.
Yep.
And then just Rangers, Twins, and Astros to win.
I like it.
That
Rangers, they're all on the road though. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I like it though. You know why? Because I'm gonna take series props as like my fun picks, like just personally, not the ones I'm putting on here. And I picked all 3 of those teams to win the series.
Oh, that makes me feel better.
Yeah,
okay,
I feel
so I
good
feel
about that.
validated
Yeah.
in where I was going with that.
No, I
okay.
like it.
That is plus 649. And then my NFL parlay, kind of all over the place. I have Bijan Robinson with over 54.5 yards. The Cowboys alternate spread 2.5 because the spread was 9.
Nice.
And we know the Cowboys choke. They had a great stop. It's fact. It is fact.
I just love it.
No offense if you're a Cowboys fan, but why? Anyway. They do choke. They had a great game last week, but the Jets defense is really good. I don't know if the spread will be 9, 2.5. Thank you, Joe.
I like it.
Amon-Ra St. Brown to score a touchdown with the Lions, and then Brandon Aiyuk went off last week. I got him scoring a touchdown this week. He had 2, right, last week? Yeah. So those odds plus 1208.
I like that one.
So we'll see.
I think we should throw $25 on it on bets and breaks.
You like it that much?
I do. I'm throwing
Oh my God.
$25 on it. That's what we're committing to.
I'm going to expose
bets and
myself.
breaks.
I also accidentally, okay, so I round robin that, right?
Oh.
Somehow I accidentally did it twice. So
Nice.
I really hope it hits because I have the same bet placed
Sometimes
twice.
that sounds like my Friday night. You know, when I've had a few too many Parish brews, I've been like, oh, I placed that bet already
Yeah.
earlier today.
Yeah. That's how I feel right now. So
That only
actually I
happens
have
sometimes,
50
though.
bucks on the game, not, anyway.
That's big. I lost the game.
We're in it. Wow. That's,
Dude,
wow.
that was tough. Okay,
That's-
so what's your
First time on the show. There's somebody, wow.
Jonah, I lost the game.
Wow. Joe said it on air.
He said it on air. Wow. All right.
All right. Yeah. So my picks,
That was good.
the Reds, for some reason, are plus money at the Mets. I know they're not playing great, but the Mets to me are abysmal. The Mets are playing well right now. They are. So momentum-wise, I don't love it, but I love the odds. I think the Reds are playing for that last wild card spot. I think they show out on the weekend. I just spit everywhere, so that's good. I think they show out this weekend in New York, and they win that series. So I'm putting $50 on that, plus 110. And then I'm going to parlay it with the Braves winning their series over the Marlins. They were minus 190, so I added that on, and that gives you plus 220. I'm going to throw $25 on that as well. What, you didn't like that one?
The Marlins make me nervous just because of whenever they went on that little streak.
I know.
Because
And
I looked
they're
at
at
that
home.
game and I was like,
They're at home, too. And I thought the Braves would have been way more than minus 190
I know.
as the odds for the series, so it actually makes me a little nervous, honestly.
I think you're okay, but that did pop up in my head.
What I like is the Braves are trying to play for the best overall record right now.
Right.
So they want that
Little
home field
more.
advantage throughout the playoffs and the World Series if they get there. So they have something to play. The Marlins don't care right now. They're playing minor leaguers. They're letting other guys get at bats
Yeah.
and reps and things like that. So again, that's where my money is. And same thing with the Mets and Reds. The Reds are fighting for that last spot. The Mets don't care. They're playing guys from AAA. They're giving people at bats and stuff like that. So that's where my logic is on that one.
I like it.
Aaron Nola's going tonight. I'm trying to remember who he's playing against. I'm having a mental block who the Phils have.
Do you know who the Phillies play tonight?
Yeah, I
can
got
look
you.
it up right here. I think I still had it open on my phone. Yeah, they're playing the Cardinals. Yeah, they're at St. Louis. His over/under on strikeouts was 5.5. So I'm gonna parlay it, same game parlay. I'm taking 5 strikeouts, 5 plus, and the Phillies to score 3.5. That gets me plus 115 odds. I like that. The Phillies are swinging the bat well right now. Trey Turner's super hot. I mean, Schwarber's hitting the
Yeah.
ball well. Harper's heating up. I like that team, their chemistry, all that stuff. So I like this bet. I'm betting $50 on that one. And then I'm going to parlay it with Gerrit Cole over 6.5. So we need him for 7 strikeouts. That gets me to plus 263. I'm going to throw $25 on that. And those are my money picks for tonight and the weekend.
I like them.
And then we have the home run parlay.
We have the fun stuff too.
The lottery ticket. I did
Who
hit
do you have on it today?
I did hit 3 out of 5 the other night and made some money. So I made a couple $100 there, which was fun. And the other night,
who hit the other night? It was
Freeman, Tatis, and Schwarber. Those 3 in my parlay. And again, I keep it. And then I had Olsen in a different one, like where I just took him for a home run and I hit that one.
Yeah,
so that was
I remember
nice
you
too.
sending that because I was pissed I didn't take it.
So again, we're watching 8 to 10 different guys, right? So I'm just kind of noticing how many at bats it's been since home runs, if they're staying hot, if they're cold. I had been staying away from Judge for the last week, but he hit a home run last night. He got another hit. The at bats looked a lot better, so I threw him in the parlay today. So we got Judge, Acuna Jr., who's got 37 homers. I think he's going to get to 40 before the end of the year. I think he's going to have a 40-40 year, which is what I said early in the year. So I'm going on that. I'm riding that wave. Schwarber either strikes out, flies out, walks, or hits a home run. So yeah, it's one of those 4, and I'm going to take it. He hasn't hit a home run in 2 or 3 games. I like him there. Mookie Betts, same thing. He's very, very hot. He's contending. You know, they're trying to get the best record as well. He's leading off. I always like him to get a lot of at-bats. And then Torkelson has been Spencer Torkelson was the number 1 overall pick a couple years ago, plays for the Tigers. The dude had 2 home runs in mid-June, and he's got almost 30 now. So dude's on fire, hitting a lot of home runs, barreling up balls right now. I like it. So
that's the first time we've thrown him in there.
It is. I've taken him a few times, and it hasn't hit. But I've been following him lately since we went to Chicago and and I was like, they put that stat up there and I was like, we need to pay attention to this, like in my head. And so I've been watching and I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, I like it. Yep. Hopefully it hits.
Let's do it.
3 out of 5. I'll take 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, we're winning money. 2 out of 5, we're probably getting our money back, breaking even. I like it.
We have
the round robins.
We have our locks this week too.
Oh yeah,
so
10-second
we'll have
runoff.
Let's go. Read them out.
We'll put that graphic out today and collaborate with Bets and Breaks.
What do we have? Who are we taking?
We have Penn State -5.5 against Illinois. So that's obviously teased down. All of these are. Yep. Illinois gave up 28 points to Toledo in week 1 and had a struggle win last week.
Okay.
Penn State's top 5 team in the country.
Yep.
Oregon State -15.5 over San Diego State. That's -390 odds. So San Diego State is literally one of the worst teams in all of FBS. Oregon State's got best offensive line in the Pac-12, best defense. DJ Uiagalelei is playing great. And then lastly, Colorado -13.5 over Colorado State. Colorado is like a 21 point favorite or something like that. And they have game day this week. I know we were just talking about them like just feeding Deion recruits, but I think they're going to cover that handily.
Yeah. And their coach said some out-of-pocket shit, right? That's going to fire them up.
Always does. Yeah. But also just keep an eye on Colorado because over the next 2 weeks, they get this win tomorrow. Over the next 2 weeks, they get Oregon and USC back-to-back.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's going to be really fun to keep an eye on.
I was reading some articles yesterday about the comments because, like, everybody was shitting on that coach so bad because they were like, you had a chance maybe because they're going to be looking forward to these next 2 games and maybe this is the sleeper game that you come in and you catch them sleeping, but now you just woke up the Giant. They're not going to take you lightly now. Now they're going to try to stomp you. Yeah. So honestly, I would have been on the other end of that if those comments weren't made, and now I'm like, I'm all in. So I love this, because he's absolutely right. That's a sleeper game right before those big ones. Yeah, but now they're going to be so ready.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. I'm in on it.
The last thing you should have done is give Deion more fuel.
Just give him juice.
He gives him enough fuel by himself.
He really does.
That's what I mean.
That was a mistake.
Oh
well, take your L.
Yeah.
Did it to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, you have these really cool cards. You've been holding on to them for.
Well, this has been my nervous habit today.
I know he's been holding them like a little kid the whole time we've been filming.
It's not even really.
I know, but crazy, you want to talk about it, so.
I do.
Come on.
Well, the gold cards are just something cool that we're doing here in the shop. So Jonah and I, my card specialist here at Cards and Culture, we've been putting together a really extensive gold collection. So, sports cards have these inserts and parallels that I told you about. It just makes the base cards have a variation. So gold inserts, just gold is very flashy, right? It's kind of cool. When you go to shows like we do, people's heads are down. They see a lot of the same stuff. So our theory is we're going to try to catch everybody's attention with having a ton of gold cards. Yeah. And that way they're talking to us, having conversation. Yeah. Then they see all our other cards, and hopefully we have some stuff that they're interested in buying and they would want to buy from us, right? But along the way, we're actually getting some really good cards because we're just hitting auctions late and just trying to snipe things. So we're getting a bunch of Hall of Famers and things like that. Gerrit Cole's going to win the Cy Young this year. We had him in some of our picks tonight, so I thought it would be cool. We got 2 gold ones here, and they're just really cool cards. So I wanted to talk about that for a split second because we're going to be collecting gold.
Can I
so
see them?
if you guys are selling gold cards, if you don't want any of them, you know your people, we'll definitely buy them from you guys. The gold collection's coming along nicely, yeah. And then we are doing a break tonight. We've been talking about this for a minute. Hopefully I get some cool gold cards in there tonight too. But
Ooh, that would be awesome.
we kind of talked about it on Monday. We're going to be doing our mixer. This is going to be something that we're trying to do, again, to build this community of breakers, gamblers, people that like rolling the dice and risking things. So tonight, you can listen to me. You can pay us $35. And what that does is get you into a 30-person raffle, basically, for random teams. And then once you get your team, we're going to rip all these cards tonight on Instagram Live, so that way you see everything that's coming out of the product. And then we're just going to pile them into team piles. And then whatever team you get, that's the pile that you get. So it's a gamble. It's fun, right? It makes it fun. $35 is actually a great price point for this really good product, right? Some of these boxes are $400 boxes by themselves, but basically it mitigates the risk, right? You might be looking for 1 or 2 players, maybe some teams that you like to collect. So this is the gambling side of it. I think it's going to be super fun. We're going to be doing it once a week, and then we're going to be ripping on Whatnot as well, and we'll be selling individual cards on there. That'll be a little different style. It's not as much gambling, but opening the packs is truly gambling. That's the fun part. So if you got $35, you want to join us tonight, there might be 5 spots left. We've kind of filled it. We put it out there on Wednesday. I don't know the exact amount of spots, but we will find that out for you guys. But all you got to do is just pay us through Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, all those, things, Cash App, all that stuff. And like I said, we'll break it live. We'll package it up for you. If you guys aren't local, we'll ship it off to you. If you are local, you just come in shop, pick it up, and it's here. And it's a fun way to get involved if you guys are trying to start a collection, trying to get into this stuff. Or if you're trying to just make a quick flip, you could pay $35 and maybe pull an autograph card out if your team hits, and you might be able to sell that on eBay for $100, right? And make your margins, make a little bit of money. It's a different way to gamble and be involved in sports and be a fan. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be drinking a few beers, trying our Parish Brewing, different beers that they gave us and stuff like that. So if anybody likes beer and wants to join in on your own, have a beer with me. It'll be fun. But I'll probably be here by myself at 8 p.m. just doing it in the shop. I'm super lonely. No, there'll be a couple of people helping me, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
I might have to stick around for it a little bit.
You should.
I'll have a beer with you.
I just want to
Nice,
watch.
let's go.
I'll have one.
Look at my friends. I got
beer.
friends, guys. Wow. I didn't even ask them.
Don't go that far.
It might be the haircut. I faded my beard today.
I know. I noticed that. I didn't know if the barber did it or if you did. I was like,
I thought you were
looks-
saying if it was
looks
an
good.
accident or not.
No. It looks good.
No, I told you I never let my barber fade my beard, or I never really let him line it up because I like doing it. It's a fun process for me. But I was like, dude, take the fade a little lower today. I'm like, I want to see what it looks like, and he killed it. So I don't know if you guys like it, but I like it. So
Yeah.
We noticed. I mean, y'all don't notice.
she didn't
that.
compliment it though. That's oof. I complimented her.
Yeah, we
earrings and-
know. Yeah, look, I know exactly where she's going. Yes, we noticed you have the hoops on today. Okay.
That's
we
not even where I was going.
I noticed how basic they were. And it's
Whoa.
like the everyday hoops. I'm just saying, they're the everyday hoops. I mean,
sense a
you
mood
look good every
change.
day, and you just got them on camera. It's normal. It's your look.
Can't
The
do
blue is nice,
anything.
though.
Right. Y'all got comments about everything. Huh?
just-
earrings,
I just
haircuts.
complimented too.
Yeah.
I
After
said the
calling
blue
my
looks
earrings
nice.
basic. They are basic. I will say that.
So that wasn't
I
a
feel
shot.
like wearing fancy earrings today.
But that's what I'm saying. You got a blue fit. You got blue nails, blue eyes, and eyeshadow. So it all
there
goes
we go.
good.
Now
there you
he's
go.
paying attention to detail. Okay. Okay.
Saw it when I walked in the door, but didn't think I had to compliment it. All the time.
Every week we end the show like this somehow every
Look,
time.
I have a great time with you
It's
guys.
a nice
so fun.
touch
Yeah,
to the
right?
show, really.
That's good.
Oh,
You gotta let people
bully
know.
Abby and make her have an attitude on air, and then
People
that's
like
how
the
we just
attitude. That's
get out
it.
of
We just
here
need to
real
poke the
quick.
bear a little bit. We just need to wake you up. That's it. Get you feisty. That's what the
I'm
people
really
like.
trying not to react. I just want everyone to know that.
Well, that's boring. So I'm just kidding. We want the reactions. The slams on the table.
No, because
yeah.
I slammed the table last week and I scared the shit out
Yeah,
of your dog.
Lila didn't want to come on set today. She's over here sleeping. She's scared. She's intimidated.
All right.
Watch out for that mic too.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Get
about
you. That's
ate
it. We got to wrap it up. It's over. I'm just kidding.
No, we do.
Okay, it's over.
It's time to go.
Go put your picks in. Join us tonight on the break. On Monday, hopefully we're going to be live. That would be fun. We're not going to promise that, but Hopefully.
Fingers
That would be
crossed we can get that figured out live on Monday.
Yep.
Hopefully we got a little more money in our pockets
That's
too.
it. Yep.
That'd be nice.
But we appreciate you guys being here. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you like the content, please share. And if you don't, leave it in the comments. Let us know what we could be doing better. Ask us some questions, whatever. Give us some feedback. We're here for it. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.